driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I'm going to share this one. Let's share it a little bit. There we go. Monty will appreciate this one. So I'm going to just give it a minute and then I'll get started. This isn't going to be, well, I don't know how long it's going to be. Bam, 2 people here. Good to see you. Good to have you. So this was going to be titled that I'm tired of division, but instead of complaining about how there is division, I think instead maybe we should talk about how the fact that no matter who we come across, everyone is a child of God. Yeah, Ingrid, I actually didn't send you a message because I didn't want to interfere with it. So welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion, and if you're here, please say hello. You know, I've been around for a little bit, and you know, growing up, there weren't too many ethnicities around, and you know, I'm tired of all of us buying this division. I'm trying not to go there. Okay? Yeah. You know, my first name has actually given, you know, it's unique. Okay. But if you hear my name and then hear my voice, you're going to think I'm black. And I know that. Think I don't know that? Think I'm not aware of it? Okay. When I was 14, I went from being in the whitey tidy, well, that's what I call it, white suburbia, to going to, you know, hanging around Crips and Bloods. You know, and you know, there was at one point when my brother yelled at me for my privilege. I've understood my white privilege since I was 14 years old. This is not news for me. That's 40-year-old information to me. Okay. I was on the West Side Drug-Free Youth Team. I was the only white person on it. In fact, they called me their closet vato loco. That's what I was called. No. They called me the closeted crazy white boy is what they called me. Loco gringo. That's what it was. I don't mind. I used to be a counselor for this place called Anytown, Colorado, and what it was a camp for underprivileged youth. Most of them were Hispanic and Black, and during that, what we would do is you would divide into your different ethnicities, and it was about letting people know, you know, what type of background. And I actually ended up joining the Black people. Yes, I say Black people. It's not a bad word. So, um, and when we were done, people were like, "Why'd you do that?" And I said, because I know what it's like to have a white culture already. So I wanted to see what their culture was like more. I was interested in that. I was more open, I've always been open-minded. And that's because a lot of people picked on me. See? Ooh, see, I don't like division in any type of form. I don't like it. It's nasty. I don't want to be a part of it. Right? So here's the thing. Let's get out of it. There's this young black kid. He's trying to unite people. Good on him. Good on him, man. I told him, I love you, brother. Just like I would any other man. I don't know this person, but I agree with what he's saying and I support him. Why? Because he's a young man trying to make a difference in this world, right? See, in recovery, we really start to learn this, don't we? We start to see how this division and how selfishness and self-centeredness can really drive a huge group of people. It can. Okay. Then there's some people like me who was easily influenced as a child just because I wanted to be a part of. But the way they wanted me to be a part of, I just couldn't do. I couldn't do it. Right? Even your parents are even children of God. I know. I know. They caused a lot of trauma in your life. Me too. I found out they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Have you did you meet the generation before the boomers? You think they're my grandma would tear you a new asshole. Okay? With love. I'll bring the letter back sometime and I'll read the letter that my grandma sent me. Okay? So I mean we're there's division all over the place. We okay, I'll probably be there, honey. Oh no. My anxiety's acting weird today. So we'll see. But get out of here. Love you. Okay? So we can't the division between you and your parents, that's no good either. I know, I know. You know what? As a parent, I did some stupid shit too. You know what? My kids have forgiven me. And what I did is I took accountability. Now, I did that for my kids, and then we seem to have this expectation that other people should do that for us too, like our own parents. I'm going to tell you, it's probably not going to happen. You're just going to have to be okay with it. Okay? But you can't keep blaming other people for who you are. You can't do that. Or you'll never grow. You'll never get out of it. I know it's fucking hard. I was there. I blamed everyone because I just couldn't see the realities. I couldn't see them. I was blind to them. And when God entered my life, I could start to see again. Now I see things that I don't always want to see. I know it's not often, but when I go out and about, I just don't see this stuff happening. All right. A lot of this stuff I don't see happening. There are things that I do see happening, and that's really where we need to put our focus. If we don't come together as a country, we may not be here. Or this country is going to look very different in about 10 years. So, but when it comes down to it, everybody is a child of God. Us in recovery, we understand this. We understand this as people in meetings. We have a plethora of different types of occupations and people and religions and colors Everything is represented in AA. We're a hodgepodge of people, but yet we can come together and we can agree on certain things, like being kind to each other, understanding that you're not the only one going through things. People are going through some fucked up things in this world. Okay. So maybe have a little bit of tolerance, a little bit of understanding. And just remember that in our drinking days, there were a lot of people that gave us love and tolerance. And now it's our turn to give that away. Okay. And the people in AA, the people in 12-step groups, I'm telling you, you're the people to lead it. You're the people that can help make these changes. Don't be scared. Walk through that fear. I'm telling you, it's your job. It's your job. God has entrusted, He has entrusted you with His children. How'd you feel about letting your children stay somewhere for the first night without you being there? Ooh. Now imagine what God goes through every day. Yeah. Yeah. Watching all our faults and smiling because we're perfect the way that we are. You're perfect today with your imperfections. Yeah. That's what we call serenity. So when people say, well, they're not willing or they're not this or that, you really don't know. I worked at Detox and there was one guy that told me I'm just not willing. It's the ultimate line. Yeah, but it doesn't work on me. I heard you, but I ain't gonna respond to it. Just see, I have a job, and my job is to ruin drinking careers. That's my first job. It's number one. It's my recovery. It's what I do. I ruin drinking careers. If you listen to me more than 2, 3 times, I will ruin your drinking career. And I will also be happy about it because it's going to make you do something about it. It's a little bit tougher with alcoholics. Now you can't shove people around. Okay. I mean, but sometimes you got to put a little spark under their ass so they can start getting something done. See, when I sobered up, I was raised by Skid Row alcoholics. Okay. And they are a very, very tight community. I know what happens when you give out. I know what happens when you give Skid Row alcoholics a chance. I know what happens. I've seen it. I've watched the miracles. I've watched hundreds, thousands of people get and stay sober. I have. It's been 34 years, my friends. Of course I have. And what's cool is I've been a part of a lot of those. I don't have to take any credit. They don't know who I am. They don't need to know who I am. God knows who I am. God knows who I am. God knows what I'm doing. Okay? And every day I stop at the end of the day and I take my gifts. It's like Christmas every fucking day, man. Yeah. I sleep. I have no trouble going to sleep. No, not anymore. All right. I'm going to try and muster up the courage to go to the noon meeting. For some reason, even my gut doesn't want to go. It's not like I'll miss a meeting. I chair a meeting at 5:30. I go to 3:00 meeting. So, all right. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to go because I said when's the best time to go to a meeting? When you want to and when you don't want to. And if it's bothering me, then I should just go because it means God's got something there. That's what it means. Okay. Why is my body reacting this way? Okay. because going to that meeting is a little uncomfortable for me. Right? Oh, well. Oh, well. So, oh no, I might be a little uncomfortable. See how I can work through that? Because that's, you know what that is? Okay, I'm just going to get plain here. That's the devil. I believe in another power besides God. We never talk about it in AA for good reasons, I'm sure. I don't know them, but I believe there's an opposing force that doesn't want me to do this. This was the same force that lost me. See, there was a battle for my soul 7 years ago, and God won. God won. I won. You did too. If you can stand listening to me for more than 5 minutes, you got something. And I know that. All right. 3 minutes till the meeting, so I should go. I love you all. Thank you for being here. See some people hung out for a little bit. Don't know who you are. It's all right. Love you. Peace out. And have a day, man.